like to go. Adventure Bay Charters, this we believe is the only operation anywhere in Australia where in Port Lincoln you have this opportunity to swim with or hand feed tuna. This is a purpose-built facility, so you cannot fish for these tuna. There is an opportunity as part of the tour to actually taste tuna sashimi, but it's not one of these tuna that you get to taste. So it is really an amazing experience. Part of this experience too is an opportunity to gain an insight into the industry. The sea lion, and you can do the sea lion and tuna in a full day, or just as I said earlier, the tuna is just for 2 hours. Calypso Star Chartered are probably they are the only people in Australia that actually do a 1-cage shark cage diving experience, and it is fully catered. It takes probably about 3 hours to cruise out to the Neptune Islands, which are south of Port Lincoln. Even the trip out there is really impressive with the islands, the land on the right-hand side, islands on the left, and then you also get some interpretation. And then, of course, you get to dive and see these amazing creatures eyeball to eyeball. It's a 45-minute dive that everyone gets while you're actually out there. Wilderness Wonders, a fairly new business, offering 4-wheel drive adventures, but also walking and sightseeing tours, full or half day. If you do a full day, then there's an opportunity for an amazing gourmet lunch as well. You'll notice in this image, they also, Amanda and Phil, the owners of this business, they also look after orphaned animals, and often one of their joeys is part of the crew, and usually very pampered and very much a hit with everyone on board. Coffin Bay Explorer, if you love oysters, you will absolutely love this tour. Darian, the gentleman in the top corner, he is amazing. He takes you out to an oyster lease. He has an arrangement, or he has his own oyster lease, and so now he can actually take oysters directly out of the ocean and shuck them for you, and you can eat as many oysters as you want in that period that you're out there. And if you've never tasted an oyster directly from the ocean, that's an experience yet to be had, and it's absolutely awesome. He also does a wild dolphin adventure as well. So again, he offers a half or a full day tour. Now, for something a little bit different, if you wanted to extend that itinerary a little bit, again out of Adelaide, this is an outback to sea adventure. Your host for this is Gawler Ranges Wilderness Safaris. Many of you may already know Jeff Scholes. Great operator. He's been in the business for a long time. Early morning transfer from Adelaide again with QantasLink or Rex. He or one of his tour leaders will meet you at the Port Lincoln Airport and transfer you to Kangaloona Camp in the Gawler Ranges, approximately 2.5 hours. Kangaloona Camp sits just outside the Gawler Ranges National Park. It is a 4-star camp experience. He keeps it absolutely pristine. You have individual tents which are en suite, and you spend 3 nights at Kangaloona. It's absolutely brilliant. Then Jeff will take you on a 4-wheel drive tour into the Gawler Ranges, taking in Lake Gairdner. We'll include a nocturnal tour, which guarantees you the opportunity to see wombats in their natural environment. You'll also travel to Baird Bay, where you get an opportunity to swim with sea lions and dolphins. And you can depart from the Ceduna Airport, which is only 1 hour, just over 1 hour from Baird Bay with Regional Express. This is just a glimpse of what Kangaloona looks like. It is in an absolute natural bushland setting. The tents are spaced sufficiently, so you've got total privacy, and there is a kitchen or a dining area and a bush camp experience as well. So if you'll be sitting around the bush camp, it is really a wonderful, wonderful experience, and Jeff is a fantastic host. This is part of the environment that you will see, the organ pipes in the Gawler Ranges. It is a bit of a climb. You can choose to climb right to the top of the organ pipes, or you can just view them from the car park area. So you've got about a 500-metre walk from the car park to the base of this amazing feature, and you can be as physical or as calm as you want to be and just sit and take in the environment. This is Lake Gairdner. It is a huge salt lake. The area where Jeff takes you is, you can see from side to side, you could walk across it if you choose to. At the widest width of Lake Eyre, it's about 37 kilometres. From north to south, it's about 167 kilometres. They hold an annual dry lake race here in March each year, and so it's an international event. So any rev head would understand that this is the place to go if you really want to see some speed. But you can walk on it. It's really, you'd need to wear shoes, and it would cut your feet because of the salt crystals are quite sharp, but it is an amazing experience. Surrounding the lake is the most brilliant red soil. So the contrast between the brilliant blue sky, the red soil and the white of the lake is really something spectacular. Baird Bay Ocean Eco Experience. This is where you get an opportunity to swim with sea lions. And as I stated earlier, sea lions are like puppy dogs of the sea. They love playing with you. If you're doing a duck dive or swimming, they will do exactly the same thing. They want to interact with you. Beautiful. Thank you. So the Baird Bay Ocean Eco Experience, as I said, is at Baird Bay, which is about a 45-minute drive south of Streaky Bay. Alan and Trish Payne run this operation, and it was quite by accident that Alan started interacting with these amazing creatures. And they are totally wild. They are not fed. They are not trained in any way. They choose to interact with you and I, which makes the experience even more awesome. Nullarbor Traveller, this is a totally different experience, more geared to the backpacker market. This 6 to 10 day package is an Adelaide-Perth or a Perth-Adelaide journey, and the journey is about 2,700 kilometres, so it takes in an amazing landscape, but it is very much, as I said before, a hands-on experience. So you as the consumer, the traveller with Nullarbor Traveller, will actually help with things like the meals. You know, you'll help prepare those sorts of things. You may swag under a million-star sky, for example, and do some amazing things. Some of the water-based activities that we talked about earlier. And this is the view from the air of the Nullarbor Plain. And as I said before too, there is no landmass beyond this. It is the South Pole basically, and it is just amazing. And the vegetation changes across this area. It's not uncommon to see dingoes in their natural environment. The vegetation changes. There'll be wedge-tailed eagles in the sky. And the sky across this area is the absolute brilliant blue. And on the right day, if the sun's shining, again, the ocean is a different colour as well, and it can be aquamarine. It is really quite breathtaking. This gentleman here, just for your information, his name's Heath, and he obviously is a tuna fisherman. This is the size of a southern blue tuna. These are exported to Japan and can fetch in excess of $20,000 on the Japanese market. I'm just throwing that in as a little extra. And they make fantastic tuna sashimi. And that's my presentation about Eyre Peninsula.
Thank you very much, Paula.